The Aaron's 499 on Fox is brought to you by Aaron's. Let Aaron's drive your dreams home today. By Miller. Vote Miller for President of Beers. Good call. By Napa Auto Parts. Get the good stuff. And by Nextel. NASCAR and Nextel, partners in speed.
Welcome back to Talladega. The Aaron's 499. We're more than halfway. We've already had 19 leaders, 34 different lead changes, and caution flags flying left and right early. Ricky Craven with a broken rocker arm was out of the race. This was just a mini one with Matt Kenseth, the points champ from last year, tapping Harvick, spinning. Casey Kane also spinning. Jimmy Johnson had a tire problem after contact earlier with Jamie McMurray. Jimmy Johnson, one of the leaders earlier in the race. Kenseth, who didn't lead, out of the race. So was Ward Burton in the 0 car, done for the day. And the big one on lap 84, Tony Stewart tapping Kurt Busch. 11 cars were involved. The Wallace brothers take it out, along with Ward Burton and Kurt Busch. You heard the comments as the fans are rooting on maybe another Dale Earnhardt Jr. victory here. He is currently the leader with 91 laps to go. The comments that followed that big wreck, Jeff Burton saying that Stewart was out of line, Casey Kane saying that Stewart has started a lot of stuff this year, and others not wanting to comment, but it has left Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the lead. Mike?
Chris, 4 of the top 10 in Nextel Cup points coming into this race are out of the event, including the 2 Roush cars that occupied 2nd and 3rd, Kurt Busch and Matt Kenseth. Rusty Wallace is out, as is Casey Kane. And there's where the rest of the point leaders are running right now, with Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading during the 6th caution of the day in the Aaron's 499. The Aaron's 499 on Fox is brought to you by Mountain Dew, the people who brought you Mountain Dew. Coming to the green after the 6th caution flag of the day, still 32 cars on the lead lap. Debris from Terry Labonte's cut tire put us under this caution. Earlier, an 11-car pileup at lap 84, all among lead lap cars. But now, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to lead Jamie McMurray, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick to the line. Green flag. Turn up that surround sound. We're going to crank it up for you. For the lead comes Jamie McMurray. Going to bring Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon with him. And they drop Dale Earnhardt Jr. back a few spots. Sterling Marlin coming 2 on the bottom with Michael Waltrip.
You know, Jamie McMurray's got to be thinking, hey, I'm doing something cool. I just passed Dale Earnhardt Jr., and that's pretty hard to do at Daytona and Talladega. But you heard Junior say he wanted to have some fun. Racing and passing is fun.
Right, riding around single file is not.
No fun. This is fun.
Well, it's no fun for the fans either. This is fun.
Junior likes to get out there and have a little fun, look around, and
look at him, zigging and zagging. He's having fun right now, especially looks in that rearview mirror, and they're about 3 car lengths back there.
Boy, you can close in a hurry, though, but when you get there, what do you do?
Like a dog chasing a car, right?
Yeah.
Junior and Stewart finished 1-2 in the Daytona 500. Now they are 1-2 again here at Talladega. And Kerry Earnhardt's that black car on the outside coming.
Yeah, that thing has come alive here lately. He's been running right up here near the front, and I think he just kind of took it easy early on, not to get in any trouble. Now he's kind of standing on it.
7 of the last 10 Cup races at Talladega have been won by an Earnhardt.
And you know, this is only Kerry's second Nextel Cup start. Started a race back in Michigan in 2000.
Tried to make a couple of races earlier this season, but failed to qualify.
Well, I got to believe if, you know, this is a great opportunity for Kerry, and he needs to capitalize on this one.
Yeah, this is one of about 4 or 5 races he's going to run for Richard Childress in that 33 car.
Earnhardt, he can go high, he can go low. I think it's coming around for him.
Yeah, this is one of the Childress cars that's never raced, but every time they go restrictor plate testing, this car has been there to do some development work.
Dick Bergman.
Well, I talked to Kerry Earnhardt's crew chief, Bobby Leslie, this morning and asked what the strategy was for this day. And Leslie said, just stay out of trouble. Worry about the race at the end. The goal, finish. Kerry Earnhardt is auditioning for a job. He lost his ride last year in the Busch Series. This is what he does for a living, drive race cars. He's hoping to do well enough today that somebody will spot him and hire him full time.
You know, guys, we watched Happy Hour practice yesterday, and one of the cars that I thought was very strong was Dale Jarrett in the 88 car. And we still have 85 laps to go, and I've been watching a group of cars back here. I've been watching Dale Jarrett, Ryan Newman, Bobby Labonte. They've been back at the back of the pack as we still watch the battle for third right here. They've been back there trying to stay away from the eye of the storm for this most part of this race. But I just wonder what they'll do later on in the race.
Trouble on Johnny Benson, who got turned around on pit road earlier. Now he comes past the pit exit. Looks like he's going to limp around to pit road. That's 2.5 miles away from where he is right now. Only 2 places you can stay out of trouble here: in the lead or in the garage.
Well, that's what Michael was telling me this morning. I said, how you going to do today, buddy? He said, if I can stay up front all day, I'll do just fine. Watch his 42 car get into 41.
Teammates.
That was big.
It's not team racing.
Now they're going to come back together again, and he clipped across in front of Tony's car.
How many times have we seen that go on today, and the next thing you see about 2 laps later is somebody come to pit road with a flat tire?
I know these cats race on their computers all the time. I wonder if they race on the computers.
Hopefully Mears is getting enough air to the radiator and oil cooler.
Now there's the group I was talking about a while ago while all that action was going on. Dale Jarrett in the 88, Bobby Labonte 18, and also Jimmy Spencer back there in the 4. You see Kyle Petty in the 45. These guys have been running right at the back of the pack all day long.
And that's typical Dale Jarrett here. I've seen him fall all the way to the back of the pack, kind of ride around back there for most of the race, but then with about 25 to go, he steps it up a notch.
Steve Burns.
And Mike, I can add to Dale Jarrett, that's exactly what he said early in this race. He called his team and said to crew chief Mike Ford and the guys, he said, hey, look, I'm just going to hang near the back. When it's time to go, I'm going to go. They played it very conservatively, as Larry Mack pointed out, staying out to lead a lap and even pitting out of sequence to avoid any messes on pit road.
Not a bad strategy, Darrell.
No, it's a great strategy. The only problem is if when things happen in front of you, you've got to deal with them.
You know, it's taken about 100-something laps for this to go on right here. Remember, we talked to Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the pre-race about it. It looks like these teammates have finally found one another, and for the time being, content to run right where they are. We know we've got 2 more pit stops coming at least.
Yeah, it just seems like, though, that any 2 cars get hooked up, they can blow by the guys going into the turns.
Right now, it looks like Robbie Gordon, that Singler car, the 31's a sitting duck. Looks like the inside line has lined up, and they're going to leave him. He's going to go from about 3rd back to about 8th or 9th.
Still at these speeds, there's as much tension right here. This is like a 3.5-hour episode of 24, which a show that has me on the edge of the seat, trying to watch Kiefer Sutherland get out of scrape after scrape on Tuesday nights on Fox. And that's not a promo, that's just appreciation. That's a great show. This is just as white knuckle for the folks that are in it and the folks who have to deal with it afterwards.
This wad right here is we arrived at Kevin Harvick in the 29 car. That's about position 9 through 25th right there in about a second.
And just think, you're watching the guy in front of you, seeing where he's going to go. You're watching the guy behind you. You got a guy beside of you, and you got somebody trying to get underneath of you.
And if you goof, you got 12 guys going to run into you. $80 laps to go. 19 leaders, have swapped the front spot officially back and forth 35 times thus far, and it's far from over. ...112 laps of white knuckle racing. 76 to go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads his DEI teammate Michael Waltrip. Jamie McMurray is the leading Dodge in third. Jeff Burton the best Ford back in 17th.
32 cars out on the racetrack right now, and 31 of them are on the lead lap.
In the garage, Crash, Kurt Busch, Kenny Wallace, Derek Cope, Casey Kane, Rusty Wallace, Scott Riggs, Dave Blaney, Mort Burton with engine trouble, Morgan Shepherd, Matt Kenseth, and Ricky Craven.
Boy, Robbie Gordon got in the back of Michael there and got him all loose and made the pass. It worked.
And Darrell, I talked to Donnie Wingo, crew chief for Jamie McMurray in that 42 car. They were not very happy with it.
One goes around.
It looks like
I believe it's Kerry Earnhardt.
It is. And I believe everybody else will get by. I don't know how.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
7th yellow of the day at lap 114. The Bass Pro Shops tracker boat Chevy of Kerry Earnhardt.
There was a something was happening over there, bottlenecking everybody up. I'm not sure, something happened in front of Kerry, and I think he got punted.
It was like a caterpillar, the way a caterpillar moves, Darrell. Something happened up front. By the time it bowed up and got back down, there was Kerry.
Yeah, we just had documented, I think, talking while we were at break, all 4 Childress cars, including Kerry Earnhardt in the 33, were running in the top 8.
Let's see if we can see what happened here, because I think you'll find that somebody back here, or somebody up here in the front, slows down. Or, there you go.
Michael.
There you go.
Michael came across.
Well, he got hit. He got hit by the 16. Greg Biffle got into Michael, and quite honestly, Kerry hadn't been there. Michael was going to go for a ride.
And they both came across the nose of it was either Jimmy Johnson or Jeff Gordon.
If you watch this, it's 16.
Gordon.
He just gets in there.
Yeah, just right in front of Jeff Gordon, just clipped Michael's
Jeff Gordon,
left rear.
not. I'm sorry, it wasn't Greg Biffle.
And actually, Earnhardt straightened out Michael.
Yeah, that's what I say. If it hadn't been for Kerry being there, Michael would have been down in the dirt.
He was going to be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Everybody scatters, but no other contact. Earnhardt gets a pretty hard hit with the right rear into the inside retaining wall.
Boy, that's unfortunate for everybody.
And that could have been big once again. I mean, he was right there in front of about 15 to 20 cars coming at him.
And he just couldn't get it woed up before it hit that inside retaining wall.
Johnny Benson in 09, he'll get the free pass. All the cars are back on the lead lap again.
7th caution flag of the day in Talladega. This is NASCAR on Fox.